back, bro. It's one of his
It was especially when they were starting out in the 90s and 20s.
seeing Trinidad Tobago not making it. I think IT's out too, right? IT didn't make it either to the 8, but no, the final 8 looks normal, man. It looks normal to me. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I think the interesting thing will be, teams that have pressure. I think a team like Costa Rica, who has been struggling, a team usually like probably the third standard barrier of CONCACAF. If they get off to a bad start, I think if Mexico doesn't do well in the Gold Cup and they get off to a bad start the first couple match days, you're going to see changes quickly. You're going to see things. You're going to see adjustments quickly after these match days, right? Because they play 3 in a week. Then a month you'll wait. They'll play the club games, and then you'll play another 3 a month from later, and then by November they'll be halfway through. They'll have 8 games played.
Yeah, well, I think right now it's like almost a thing where you got the Olympic roster where you could have like almost half of those guys could be on like a World Cup qualifying team, and then you have the CONCACAF Gold Cup, which you have to do is mandatory. It's there, and so there's a lot of things. It's an opportunity to also for Tata to get some more looks at some guys, and like you said, you call these guys in for 3 games. You're going to have to do the rotaciones, shout out to JC Osorio, right? And you're going to have to move guys around. And I think that's why Funes Mori might come in handy. I mean, he's a veteran. He's not going to, I don't think he's going to back down because he doesn't have, I don't know, he doesn't, in all lack of words, I don't know, I don't know how to say it the right way, but, he's not a Mexican player. He's not, he's not from Mexico where he's going to be buying into this media, and this pressure. So you got this guy, coming from Argentina with a different swagger who's played in Europe. I don't know. I could see him just brushing it off and just playing. I don't think he's gonna shy down when he goes play El Salvador, away. I don't see that.
Quickly before moving on, do you want to give a quick of your 3 that automatically qualify in the half?
Yeah, let's roll it right now. Let's do it today in June. We're gonna call our 3. Obviously, I'm gonna go safe. I'm gonna go with Mexico. I'm gonna go Mexico getting second in the group. I don't see them getting first. Not the way that
doesn't really matter unless you.
Okay. Well, Mexico, USA. I got Mexico, USA, Honduras going 3 straight. I think those are the 3 going in right away. I got Honduras taking over Costa Rica, I think.
And you're a little happy.
My half spot. I'm never gonna shy down from like a team that's athletic like Jamaica. I'm gonna go with Jamaica, either Jamaica or Canada, but I'm gonna go with Jamaica.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, unless any of these teams, and Mexico's probably realistically the only one who's close enough to get a top 7 for World Cup, for head of the World Cup, to be in the World Cup rankings, to be top 7 to get an automatic group head spot. I mean, you finish in the top, you qualify, you're going to be in the same pot anyways come draw time. So, I mean, and all the other teams are too far away ranking wise to get even close. So, yeah, for me, order is not important, just qualifying, unless Mexico runs away with it and wins every game and, they can propel themselves to 7th, but they need a lot of things to go right for that to happen.
And they got to win the Gold Cup, too.
They got to win the Gold Cup, too, really. But for me, yeah. So, Mexico, USA, I think I think Costa Rica, from what I've seen right now, where they're kind of been at the last couple of months, I don't see them. I don't think it's Salvador also. I think Honduras is. I want to give Honduras the half one, and I want Canada. I want Canada to kind of make a run because I think they got players.
They do.
Can they? And I think that's one of the teams that we've always thought about. Oh, they could just be right over the hump.
Right.
So close.
No, they have no. Like we talked about. I think I said it last time. They have no excuse to be that low that they are. Like Canada's infrastructure compared to the countries we're talking about, especially if you want to go head to head on Honduras real quick, you can say that. You're not going to obviously we know Canadians don't have a league, right? They play in the MLS, but that's already higher than Honduras, So you have a league, right? You have teams in the league. You have a player in Bayern Munich. You have players, playing. You have guys with dual citizenship. They had players from, they had a, guy that was playing in Puebla. I forgot his name, I forgot his name, but they had guys playing, they have guys that play in the top leagues kind of. So I don't know how they couldn't compete and be in the top 3 already. Just, it's Canada, bro. It's not.
Yeah, I think, USA kind of, it'll be interesting both to see USA and Canada when they go to places like El Salvador, when they go to places like Honduras, where they're playing like a 2:00 kickoff when it's, you know what I mean? It's hot. The grass is long. These things. That's kind of always been the stumbling block in Canada in the way they used to qualify in those early group stages. Those games would always trip them up. Those like winter
home games. Go to like Bermuda and they tie.
We've seen USA struggle in those places too. I also do like, I think for CONCACAF quality, I think Jamaica is kind of a little dark horse to be there.
I'm telling you, like, you don't want to, like, if you're in Mexico, you want to play Jamaica? No, like, you can say on the roster, Mexico has more experience, all this, that, but we play Jamaica. First of all, they can beat us. Yes. And they've done it before. And
they've done it Gold Cup, they've done qualifying.
Yeah, so that's why I say, like, and that's why Trinidad Tobago is one of those other teams that could give you a run. So that's why I'm sad they're not there, because both of those teams athletically and skill-wise, because these guys can't play in the second division in Europe. We talked about that. They play in England in the second division. These guys play in the third division. Those are not worse teams than MLS teams. They're not. Sorry. So it is solid.
I think I think it's an interesting thing where we've talked about now a couple times teams rising and teams going down from where they were. I think Canada and Jamaica are two programs that are on the rise. Where are they exactly on that rise? We don't really know. I think this kind of round robin setup will tell you exactly where they are. I think teams like Honduras and Costa Rica might be on a little down from where they were in past cycles. Where do they meet? Has the up passed the down? We don't know yet. Mm-hmm. Where Honduras and Costa Rica could qualify. Would they do it with like the Brian Reeses in the world now, where they probably no longer get a benefit? Where
that's why I think that's why I'm telling you, I think Costa Rica's their run is over. I think their run is they're gonna have to change it up for the next World Cup.
We're seeing like Canada, they're gonna make the World Cup in 2024-26 because they're hosting it anyways, but not being peaking yet, but just having that experience could go such a long way in building for 4 years. Yeah. For them to miss out, for a team like Jamaica, I think, where they're trying to rebuild this program where they're getting these nationalized players, these players who have European experience in European clubs. Can they sneak themselves in a World Cup, in a continental playoff before they've reached a peak? Can they catch one of these teams going down while they're going up to put themselves in a good situation?
I think they can. I call this.
These are the things we're gonna find out over once qualifying starts. But before we head out,
it's kind of like it was especially
when they were starting out.